YMCA is the oldest and largest social institution in the United States. The organization, its staff, volunteers, and programs have touched the lives of nearly every American for decades. Basketball, volleyball, organized swimming lessons, camping, public libraries. These are just a few of the contributions of the Y and its people.
And many American fighting men today owe their lives to swimming lessons once received at a YMCA.
This nonprofit has led war relief efforts as far back as the Civil War, made health and fitness accessible to millions, and has revolutionized after-school childcare. As the nation's leading nonprofit committed to helping people and communities learn, grow, and thrive, our contributions are both far-reaching and intimate, from influencing the nation during times of profound social change to the individual support we provide adults, seniors, and children.
Returns for us at last.
The Y's origins are in prayer and congregation. In 1844, London was packed to the brim with immigrants looking for work. Poverty and debauchery abound, as did a large population of wayward young men. George Williams, at just 22, created a refuge of Bible study and prayer for men seeking to escape the lure of gambling, billiards, drinking, and other wicked temptations. The goal of the newly founded Young Men's Christian Association was to improve the spiritual and mental condition of the lost boys in the big city. Not long after, American sea captain Thomas Valentine Sullivan was inspired by the YMCA's growing presence in Europe and formed the United States' first Y in 1851, serving as a home away from home for sailors and merchants in Boston. And within 3 years of Sullivan's first meeting in Boston, 50 YMCA associations around the country had adopted constitutions. In October of 1874, various church leaders in Boulder, Colorado, came together to create a YMCA for the young men of this town founded by gold seekers. Boulder had been incorporated 3 years prior and had already been selected as the future home of the University of Colorado. The Boulder YMCA served as an outlet for socializing, reading, lectures, music, and wholesome amusement. But it wasn't until the early 20th century that the residents of Boulder saw a need to reorganize the YMCA and began raising funds for a Y building. The site, on Walnut Street in downtown Boulder, was selected in 1906. Over a 3-year period, $63,000 was raised to build and furnish the building. A parade was held in celebration of the massive fundraising efforts. The building had a pool room, banquet room, 6 dormitories, kitchen, reading room, and 27 apartments for men. For nearly 2 decades, the organization held lectures, dinners, and sporting events there. But in the wake of World War I, the Boulder YMCA was deeply in debt, and the building was in need of massive improvements. Organization leaders could only stave off the inevitable for so long. In February of 1926, the YMCA building in downtown Boulder was closed and sold. In the decades to come, the remaining Y leaders used the profit from the sale of the building to fund athletic equipment for local schools and the city's recreation department. It wasn't until 1955 that the Boulder Y was rechartered. Even without its own building, the Y hosted summer day camps in town and at Camp Ora Penn. During the early camp programs, participants would learn nature lore, camp crafts, writing, and fishing. The Y Indian Guides, Y Men's Club, and the High Y program became hugely popular for residents, fostering family bonds, boosting philanthropy, and encouraging activity. But the goal was to have a Y facility, and in 1966, with $416,000 in contributed capital, the Mapleton YMCA opened its doors. This was the beginning of a new era. In the years to come, the YMCA movement would steer its focus to health and fitness, youth sports, and after-school childcare. As the baby boomers grew their families, the need was so great for these types of programs that the Y opened a second location in the Boulder Valley in 1998. The Arapahoe Y in Lafayette is one of only a handful of Ys in the country with an indoor ice rink.
And we shared our silhouettes.
In an effort to save lives, the YMCA revolutionized how people learn to swim. Many YMCAs became meeting points and rallying places during the civil rights movement. And in the wake of the obesity epidemic, Ys have taken a key role in providing access to sports and physical activity for families and children of all abilities and walks of life. As an organization that's been around since 1874, the YMCA of Boulder Valley has stayed relevant by tackling the needs of our neighbors. Simply put, we strengthen the foundations of community.
Inside